Is the oil Cypress, and you can see that it is one of my favorites. I use it quite a bit, so my bottle is a used bottle that I'm sharing with you. And Cypress is a fabulous oil. It is actually our special this month in dōTERRA, and so I am excited to share with you. It is actually one of those that I have quite a few ways that I've used it, and I like it that when I use it, when I have this bottle, I can use it in many different ways. So I like to use this oil because when I use it, it's helping my cardiovascular system and my muscles and bones. And this oil can be put on topically, and I like to add some of my fractionated coconut oil when I do that. Cypress is great at helping with circulation. So whether that's helping to increase circulation in a localized area, or to help get things moving along, it's going to help with circulation. So just a little bit historically, if you didn't know, it was used anciently for its benefits on the urinary system and in instances where there is excess loss of fluids such as perspiration, diarrhea, or menstrual flow. And the Chinese valued the cypress for its benefits to the liver and to the respiratory system. All right, so one of the ways that I have used this, because I will share with you some of its, I shared with you that it is helpful for circulation. If someone has vein support that they need, maybe they have veins that are in their legs, and because I've had 7 children, this is something that I've used through the years. I made up a blend in this 4-ounce, you see it's actually a 4-ounce bottle, just like our fractionated coconut oil. In a 4-ounce bottle, I put 3 drops of each, and you could increase this. I'm someone who likes to err on the side of caution, but to increase my vein support, I put in lemon, helichrysum, coriander, and cypress. If I was wanting to up this and help with cellulite, then I could add in also some grapefruit oil. All right, so this is excellent for vein support and putting that on spray. I put it in a spray bottle with water and fractionated coconut oil, and I sprayed it on after I got out of the shower. So you can see my blend was diluted quite a bit, but it also was very supportive, and I really liked the effects. I've got to fill up my bottle here, but I wanted to share it with you. Cypress also with helichrysum. I've had people who contacted me because they have had hemorrhoids, and I have had experience with them as well. And so cypress and helichrysum diluted, putting it in like a reusable, like reusing a bottle that you might have that's a 15 ml, or you could get a 5 ml bottle from dōTERRA, and you can buy dropper tops for it. If you put the cypress in a dropper bottle and the helichrysum, and you can dilute those anywhere from, you could do, in a bigger size bottle, you could do 2 to 4 or 5 drops of each, and then have a dropper top on the top, and that's going to help because you can apply that easily after your, when needed. And then also something I did is I made, I got from the health food store, see my circle, is to show you, I didn't get cotton balls, I got those cotton pad that you would use for taking off your makeup, and I also put the cypress diluted, the helichrysum diluted, and I also think maybe I put a little bit of frankincense in there. That's a recipe that I just remembered that I had used for quite some time, and I did not have anything else but essential oils in that, with a little bit of witch hazel. So I did fractionated coconut oil, a little bit of witch hazel, and then my oils mixture of cypress and helichrysum and a little bit of frankincense, and I poured that over top of the pads, and I had mixed that mixture really well, shook it up, and then poured it over the pads and let the little cosmetic cotton pads absorb that in a little mason jar, and then I applied that after visiting the restroom to help with hemorrhoids as well. So there's many ways that you can use these oils. If someone also has, let's talk about skin. So if someone has oily skin, cypress is a great oil that you can add a little bit with your moisturizer, or I saw a recipe where you can make it a spritz. I don't personally have a bunch of oily skin, but with teens, a recipe that you could make up was a little bit of arbor vitae and a little bit of cypress in a spritz bottle, and have them spritz it on their face, and this would be diluted. You wouldn't just be straight. So in a larger size bottle, you could put about 5 drops of each, and then you could put water. Just make sure they shake really well before putting it on their skin. And you may even choose to add that with witch hazel if you so like. I keep moving my cypress. But I wanted to tell you also that if you're looking to help the body to do detoxing of metals, cilantro is a great one if you look at the history of that. And so to add cypress to that and apply that to the bottom of your feet, that's going to be a great way to help the body do what it already wants to do, and help these two to be effective at helping you in your desire to get rid of those heavy metals that you might have. So you might already have seen, but then again, you might not know, cypress is in our Aroma Touch massage blend. So that's where you've seen that product before. It's also in our Virage toner because it is so good for our skin. Also, I want you to know that when you're looking to blend oils in your diffuser, you can add cypress with lemon or basil or lavender, or maybe even bergamot if you like those smells. And that is a great way to help the body aromatically to increase that circulation in the lungs and whatnot. So that is another way to use the cypress. It is also, if we're looking at a way to, one of the things I should tell you, it is not for internal use. So you will see here the cypress bottle does not have one of those safety supplemental facts boxes on it like you can see on our cilantro. We do not have that on the cypress at all. So do not take cypress internally. And I will tell you that in the diffuser, I really like about 5 drops. And last night, because I wanted to help us while we were sleeping, I put 5 drops of cypress and 5 drops of frankincense and diffused that for our support while we were sleeping. There was something else I wanted to share with you about this. Is it influences and strengthens us aromatically, and it helps us to ease feelings of loss. It helps to create feelings of security and grounding. And there is another thing that I wanted to tell you about it. One of the other tips that I had read was that cypress actually encourages the process of taking in and letting go, accepting and relinquishing, dissolving remorse, and instilling optimism. And so this is a great oil. So this month with dōTERRA, you have the opportunity to get this completely free for the month of May. If you order 125 on our optional ordering program, which we call LRP, and dōTERRA will throw that on completely free. You don't have to click any buttons or do anything. You just make sure your total is 125 PV on our optional ordering program. And so I'm just saying, why not? Look at all those ways we can use cypress, and there's more that I didn't even go into. So this is why I get excited about walking through the oils and sharing these products, because one bottle can be used in multiple different ways with multiple different people in your family, and it can even be used with your pets. Thank you for joining me on We're About Wellness Friends to learn about essential oils. To learn more, please hit the subscribe button.